And so, David, curious how you're approaching that from a cultural match. So if you have an integration, if you have kind of what Cynthia described, that the six pillars are all aligned, when Neil said folks are invested in making sure we have the right insurance, if you will, so that we don't fail culturally, how do we then translate that to our talent strategy?
It's a great question. And I love the way that Cynthia and Neil framed it, because we always tell our clients, like, our job is to tell your story. And so to Neil's point, if that story isn't compelling, then we've got to spend some time working with them up front before that search even kicks off to really put that messaging together. Because you're right, the culture, the feeling that that employee gets is from the moment they begin that recruitment process. And so we're very, very big on that candidate experience, walking that candidate through that process, because we know that if they have a great experience and if the organization chooses to hire them, they will likely accept their offer. So once we go through the recruitment process, though, to your question, Katya, the vetting is really about where does that person fit? And so we have to be mindful that fit is not about looking or feeling like the other people that are around them in the organization. It's about, do the values and the competencies that they embody translate into the behaviors and actions and goals of the organizations that we're representing. And so we go through a pretty deep vetting process to ensure of that. But what we do know is that when an organization hires an A player, and I love the question about compounding, because there is no greater asset that compounds your business than its talent. And when you bring in a high performing leader, they will build high performing teams. And that is greater than any product or technology or capital that any organization can get their hands on. So that's why that's so important to us.